How do surgeons predict lung cancer? The answer is not very well, because about 1/3 of the operations for lung cancer result in a benign tumor. But lung cancer is so deadly that surgeons can't risk missing a cancer. More people will die from lung cancer than from breast, prostate, and colon cancer combined. Twice as many women will die from lung cancer this year than from breast cancer. And to make matters worse, even that cold you had this week makes lung cancer difficult to diagnose. That's where my research comes in. I found a research gap. There are no models designed for surgeons to predict lung cancer. So I developed a mathematical model that estimates the percent chance that someone has a cancer. This model relies heavily on imaging, like a chest x-ray or a PET CT scan. Normally, PET CT scans are very accurate at diagnosing lung cancer, but in Middle Tennessee, they confuse knots of benign cells with lung cancer. These benign tumors arise when the lung walls off an injury caused by an infection, like tuberculosis or histoplasmosis. And that brings us to the cold you had last week. Histoplasmosis is just a fungus that lives in the dirt. It loves warm, moist conditions, like in your lung. And its symptoms are the same as a common cold. So that sniffle you had last week, it could have been histoplasmosis, because Nashville is histocentral. 90% of Nashvillians will test positive for histoplasmosis. So, if histoplasmosis is creating these benign tumors, we would expect in other parts of the country, where histoplasmosis is rampant, like St. Louis and Cincinnati, that PET CT scans will perform poorly. And where it's rare, like New England, they should perform much better. To test this hypothesis, I examined a concluded national surgical trial to see if the scans performed well or poorly. I also did a systematic review of literature to see if other researchers had found similar results. I had two findings. First, in parts of the country where histoplasmosis is rampant, PET CT scans perform poorly and probably should not be used to diagnose lung cancer. This has huge health implications because a PET CT scan costs about $3,000 a pop. Second, my mathematical model did a good job at predicting lung cancer and will use in a clinical trial. So, if we as a country moving forward decide to start screening for lung cancer like we do for breast and colon cancer, tens of thousands more people every year will be asking their surgeon, is this cancer? And my research will help the surgeon answer that question.